sweeter than some Nestle. I love it when you next to me. People play games, but I swear you never tested me. You say you invested, I love how you invest in me. Even with your clothes off, shawty, you the best for me. Know you want the best for me. So which motherfucker here gets you hot?
You.
The last motherfucker hit the spot.
You.
And I don't plan on stopping with you anytime soon, so we could let the neighbors call the cops.
Every single day I feel it.
Every single day I feel the pressure. Double up the work, let's make it extra. Working so my mother get a rest, yeah. Working like I never knew I'm best, yeah. Every single day I feel the pressure. Diamonds in my eyes, I know I'm special. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. In the gym, I gotta get my working. I can't leave it all the chances, make it certain. Yeah, I had to lose it all to find my purpose. Yeah, but I won't do that twice, it made me nervous. Let's get to working. I'm like check one, check two, gonna get the spins now. Want this, want that, gotta reach.
Okay, es ist soweit, Freunde. Wir sind an dem Punkt, wo wir jetzt tatsächlich unser großes Gewinnspiel hier auslosen werden, bevor wir in unser Showmatch reinstarten. Kriege ich nochmal einen großen Applaus für MOUZ, den Staff, der das hier alles organisiert. Das ist euer Applaus. Vielen, vielen Dank. Ziemlich viele Hände, die sich hier hinter den Kulissen bewegen, um das hier alles möglich zu machen. Und jetzt ist es an der Zeit, euch ein wenig was zu geben. Und zwar wirklich eine Menge Kram, der auch mit Unterstützung unserer Partner tatsächlich jetzt an euch verlost werden kann. Also da freue ich mich besonders drüber. Und mit einem Partner fangen wir tatsächlich auch direkt an, denn unser erster Gewinn wird gleich jemand glücklich finden. Und zwar ist das einmal FC 25 von Hanse Merkur tatsächlich hier uns beigetragen. Und da werden wir jetzt auslosen, wer das Ganze bekommt. Ich habe Janet hier an meiner Seite, die alle eure Namen in einen Zufallsgenerator geworfen hat. Und damit werden wir dann jetzt quasi jemanden aufrufen. Wenn wir einen Namen aufrufen, der nicht mehr hier sein sollte, nicht verzagen. Der Call war, dass die Leute, die nicht mehr hier sind, tatsächlich das Ganze trotzdem noch dann per Mail bekommen. Also kann es manchmal sein, dass jemand seinen Preis noch nicht sofort abholt, aber wir hoffen natürlich, dass die Person noch hier ist. Wo finde ich den Namen? Auslosung statt. Wir haben sogar eine sehr, sehr krasse Animation hier. Ihr seht das jetzt gar nicht, aber für uns ist das wirklich schön gemacht. Okay. Haben wir Oles hier? Jemand, der Ole heißt? Na, wer heißt? Haben wir Ole Tiedemann tatsächlich hier? Ich glaube, da haben wir jemanden. Einmal großen Applaus für unseren ersten Gewinner. Nur ein Ole. Das heißt, der hat gewonnen. Du kriegst einmal IEFC 2025. Genau, kommen wir einmal nach vorne, um deinen Preis abzuholen. Ich weiß, der Weg ist lang. Das ist wirklich sehr, sehr weit. Mein Lieber, viel Spaß damit. Sehr gut. Und weil es so viel Spaß macht, würde ich sagen, machen wir das Ganze einfach nochmal. Ja, wir haben nochmal IEFC von der Hanse Merkur. Und die verlosen wir dann jetzt auch direkt nochmal. Wieder mit der fancy Animation. Wer wird der oder die Glückliche sein? Und zwar der nächste Teil von FC 25 geht an Eike Wied. Ist Eike hier? Haben wir Eike irgendwo? Da vorne? Ja, dann komm bitte einmal nach vorne. Ja, kritisch wird es immer, wenn sich zwei Leute melden.
Hello?
Ich komme dir schon mal ein bisschen entgegen, damit das mit der Auslosung ein bisschen schneller geht. Ja. IEFC, guter Preis.
Yeah, okay.
Jo.
I think it's fine.
Auf Hamburgisch bedeutet es, er freut sich wirklich immens. Das ist so schöner gewesen, als man sich an Weihnachten vorstellen kann. Okay, und weil all guten Dinge 3 sind, machen wir das Ganze direkt nochmal. Also vielen Dank nochmal an die Hanse Merkur für unsere dritte Edition von IEFC 2025, die jetzt nochmal eine oder einen glücklichen Gewinner finden wird. Und da haben wir tatsächlich jemanden, der auch nah in Hamburg wohnt, nämlich mit Nachnamen Kiel heißt. Markus, bist du da? Markus Kiel, da vorne.
Ja.
Dann noch einmal für dich. Ganz viel Spaß mit IEFC. Bitte sehr. Gut, das sind unsere Preise von der Hanse Merkur gewesen, aber es geht direkt weiter mit unserem nächsten Preis und auch unserem nächsten Partner, und zwar diejenigen, die uns schon den ganzen Tag mit Flüssigkeit versorgen, nämlich ein Goodiebag von Pankai. In diesem Goodiebag befindet sich ein Gutschein für den Laden, der direkt nebenan ist, sowie ein Merch-Shirt, also ein T-Shirt. Hätte da jemand Bock drauf? Sehr gut. Wer jetzt nicht gejubelt hat, kriegt das auch nicht. Ne? Also der Name fliegt trotzdem aus der Liste. Mal gucken, wer diesen Goodiebag mit nach Hause nehmen wird. Philipp Lockenwitz, bist du da? Philipp? Irgendjemand? Philipp? Philipp ist nicht da, alles klar. Philipp kriegt das Ding zugeschickt, gar kein Problem. Das haben wir, des Risikos waren wir uns bewusst. Allerdings für alle, die sich gedacht haben, oh Mann, ja, ich habe noch einen, Leute, gar kein Problem. Der ist reserviert für Philipp und 2 verlosen wir noch. Also das Abwarten ist echt ein bisschen antiklimatisch für alle, die da jetzt... Also ihr müsst euch vorstellen, das ist wie so ein Rad, ne? Das ist also wirklich spannend gemacht. Okay, Gilbert, bist du da? Gilbert Teliseng. Ich hoffe, ich habe es richtig ausgesprochen. Wenn nicht, tut es mir leid. Gilbert, bist du Bubble Tea Enjoyer? Ja. Perfekt, dann ist das genau dein Geschenk. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Und weil es so schön war, machen wir das Ganze direkt nochmal. Unser dritter Goodiebag von Pankai. Der ist genau hier. Übrigens solltet ihr immer noch Bobas haben wollen. Die gibt es da unten. Einfach vorbeischauen. Ja. Für alle, die jetzt gerade Durst bekommen aus irgendeinem Grund. Und der geht tatsächlich an Alexander Plötz. Alex, du alte Legende. Nicht da? Alexander Plötz? Nirgends? Na gut, unsere Boba-Enjoyer sind nicht mehr da. Alles klar. Kein Problem. Aber das geht weiter. Ne? Also vielen Dank noch einmal an Pankai. Aber jetzt verlosen wir tatsächlich etwas, auf das ich mich persönlich auch sehr freue. Vielleicht der Grund, warum ich hätte mitmachen sollen. Und zwar werden wir ein Lego-Set aus der Speed Champion-Reihe von BMW verlosen. Also wer schon immer einen Lego BMW zu Hause haben wollte, der hat jetzt die Chance, das Ganze zu gewinnen. Wer hätte Bock auf den Lego BMW? Das ist, ja, das war schon ein bisschen euphorischer. Sehr gut, ihr wachst. Finde ich gut. Und diesen Lego BMW gewinnt Philipp Textor. Philipp, bist du da? Philipp? Ja? Sehr gut. Ein weiter Weg für Philipp. Um das zu beschleunigen, würde ich sagen, hau doch schon mal direkt den nächsten ran. Ne? Dann bringe ich den nochmal rüber zu Philipp. Hast du einen Führerschein? Sehr gut, dann kriegst du das. Ja, kein Problem. Haben wir, gar kein Problem. Wer hätte noch Bock auf den gehabt? Ja, gut. Einen haben wir nämlich noch. Ja, gar kein Problem, ich habe euch, Leute. Einen haben wir noch, und zwar geht der an Miriam Monsen. Miriam, bist du da? Miriam? Coole Initialen. Schade, nicht da. Gut. Kriegt sie zugeschickt. Kein Problem. Gut, als nächstes auf der Liste haben wir, da freue ich mich auch sehr drauf, für alle, dessen Aim vielleicht hoffnungslos verloren ist, habe ich noch eine Viper Pro, Freunde. Von Razer gibt es tatsächlich noch die Viper Pro V3. Wer braucht eine neue Maus? Ich weiß, Mäuse sind immer... Ja, für wem sieht die Maus denn richtig schlimm aus zu Hause? Man kann die auch putzen, nur so als Tipp. Ab und zu ist das mal möglich. Christine Buchholz, bist du da? Christine Buchholz? Naja, kriegt eine neue Maus. Sehr gut. Dann haben wir noch, oh ja, jetzt beginnt auch Teil, der sehr, sehr schön ist. Und zwar haben wir jetzt für alle Wir haben noch MOUZ-Jerseys. Ja, vielleicht der Grund, warum viele von euch hier sind. Ein wunderschönes Jersey. Ich habe schon einige mit MOUZ-Merch hier gesehen. Das ist immer sehr, sehr schön. Und 2 dieser Jerseys werden jetzt einen neuen Besitzer bzw. eine neue Besitzerin finden. Und da freut sich dann jetzt hoffentlich auch anwesend Melina Butemtam. Melina? Die ist schon zu Hause. Du kannst ihr, ja, das ist, glaube ich, eher schwierig, das mit dem Annehmen, weil wir wissen es ja nicht, ob du tatsächlich Melina kennst. Aber du kannst ihr sagen, sie darf sich freuen, sie kriegt ein Jersey. Aber das ist ganz gut, weil dann kannst du uns zumindest sagen, welche Größe sie hat. Sehr gut. Wir haben noch ein zweites Jersey. Das heißt, noch ein glücklicher Gewinner. Ja, an alle, ne, die jetzt geblieben sind, die hätten gehen müssen, um zu gewinnen. Das ist ja nur das einzig Logische. So wird das hier entschieden. Oh ja, ich glaube, Silvia Tran, bist du noch da? Silvia, du hast ein Jersey gewonnen, sehr gut. Und du bist anwesend. Doppelt gut. Okay. So, das heißt, Silvia, welche Größe trägst du denn? Ich werde es auch nicht laut aussprechen. Du darfst es mir zuflüstern. Unter uns. Ja. Ja. Hier bitte sehr. Bleibt unter uns, ja? Sehr schön. Gut. Die Jerseys sind raus. Wir haben jetzt noch, die sind gut. Ja? Wir haben noch Hoodies. Und zwar diese wunderschönen grauen Maus-Hoodies an hier unserem. Ja. Genau. Wer hätte Bock auf so einen grauen Maus-Hoodie? Weil die habe ich hier noch gar nicht gesehen. Ja. Sehr gut. Und ich glaube, Yannick Kempfert kann sich freuen. Yannick, bist du hoffentlich da? Yannick Kempfert, da ist er. Sehr gut. So, auch unter uns. Kleidergröße? Ja, XXL, alles klar. Das ist ja... Hier. Bitte, ja, viel Spaß mit dem Hoodie. Und den verlosen wir direkt auch nochmal. Eine Person kriegt auch noch einen Hoodie. Robert Ringel. Robert. Da freut sich jemand. So, Robert. Ich hoffe, du trägst kein M, der ist weg. Das haben wir nicht hier. Das kriegen wir aber organisiert, oder? Das kriegen wir hin, kein Problem. Ich erinnere mich an dich. Das kriegen wir hin. Perfekt. So, Hoodies sind raus. Jetzt haben wir, oh Gott, jetzt haben wir noch wirklich was wirklich Geniales. Etwas, wovon ich gar nicht wusste, dass es dafür einen Markt, und das Ding ist schwer, Alto Belli. Also Freunde, wir haben tatsächlich noch, dank BMW, Grüße gehen raus, einen hier ist der Vorderseite, da, guck mal. Ein wunderschönes BMW Art Car. Also für alle, die sich sehr gerne Autos in Vitrinen stellen, ist das, glaube ich, genau das Richtige. Die Museum Edition. Und die wird jetzt hier Auswahl stehen Train, Cobble, Cage, Tuscan und Aztec. Ja? Oder Aztec. Ich weiß nicht, wie man das ausspricht. Also, Scanting Quack.
Welcome everybody to the MOUZ HQ in Hamburg. Guten Tag, Hamburg. Wait, can they hear me? Hello, hello. Now you guys can hear me, and you're supposed to be able to hear me. I think I accidentally hot mic'd myself earlier. But hello, Hamburg, and hello, everyone that is tuning in remotely. How is everyone doing today? Everyone had a good day so far? I'm actually glad I can hear you because there is a lot of sound cancellations, but I can hear you guys are clapping. So I'm very glad everyone's having a good time. To anyone tuning in remotely, this is the opening day for the MOUZ HQ. Not only is it open to the teams, and we've got these awesome boot camp facility for now the main MOUZ team, but also the academy team. It's for the community, and it's for days like this where we have, I think, 120 to 200 people who have come in from, well, for myself included, not just Hamburg, but all over the world. And we've been able to meet the main team, we've been able to meet the academy team, and also explore the other teams that MOUZ offer. I think there was some Street Fighter guys here earlier that did a Q&A, so it was really cool to get to see all of them. But for what everyone, and myself included, has come for is the show match between the main MOUZ team and the NXT team. So I think we can actually, we've got some graphics to show you. We can pull up the graphics for the rosters, because I imagine not everybody that is here today maybe knows loads about Counter-Strike or actually knows anything about Counter-Strike altogether. And if you do know quite a bit about the main team, I hope you can learn some more today and enjoy watching them. But we've got a graphic I think we can pull up for the rosters of the main team, who are actually heading over to Shanghai soon. They're heading over to the RMRs. They're currently ranked 6th in the world and are some of the best players in the world. But interestingly enough, not only are they some of the best players in the world, but 3 of them have come through from, 4 of them have come through from the academy team, and so has the coach Cyclone. And that's the narrative we're going to be talking about today mostly with the MOUZ versus MOUZ NXT show match, is that you have loads of academy teams all over Europe, but and traditional sport, but can you name any other team where 4 out of the 5 main team players are comprised from people who started in the academy squad? Brolan's the odd one out, so we kind of forget about him, but we focus on the main 5 players, so the main 4 players of Torzi, Exertion, Shui, and Yimfat, who all started in the academy team. And for the original players who started in the inaugural MOUZ NXT academy team, they were winning so many championships in the We Play Academy League. It just felt right to bring them up in the main team. Shui's a really interesting one, though, because he did leave temporarily the MOUZ camp and went over to Gamer Legion, but that just got him more experience for then to come back to the main team. And in that experience, he went on to make a major grand final. Like, that, most players make their career from even making a major. He went it all the way to the grand finals. And it's really cool to then, when we look at the NXT team, and I think we can pull up a graphic for them, that it's not just an academy team where you might get like a, I don't know, it gives you more to work towards. Because if you look at especially like Astralis talent, like who wants to move up to the Astralis main team? But if you look at MOUZ NXT, every single one of these players not only could go on to different teams, and a lot of them have, you know, Krizen's just gone to OG, Sarah went to TSM, you know, you've got numerous players who have moved up, but you've got this really fresh new roster that has a real possibility of then going up into the main team. And a lot of you here and online might actually not recognize a lot of these players, and you wouldn't be completely mistaken for understanding that this is a very young roster of players. Previously on MOUZ NXT, when you look at the players, everyone has experience regionally, internationally. You know, Nightju, who's just gone on to ENTS. Look, that guy played for LDLC. He played with some of the best players in France. But then you look at this group of 5 players, PR kind of excluded because, you know, he played on the previous MOUZ NXT team. But you've got 4 players who I think combined, they had 12 HLTV maps in total. And Zelex had never even played on HLTV. These guys are comprised of 3 15-year-olds and a 16-year-old. And it's a completely different direction with how MOUZ are approaching the academy team. They're looking at super young players with loads of potential and then giving them this capacity and space to improve. Because if you were here for the coaching Q&A, how many people at 15 years old have the ability to fly to a different country, to a state-of-the-art boot camp facility, and also have the possibility of playing in front of crowd? Like, it's so valuable for these young guys. For, you know, inevitably they will move up to bigger and greater things like their predecessors. And they're going to move up to that next stage with already the experience of playing on boot camp, going away from home for a couple days, especially when you're young. You know, that's not too easy. And then also playing in front of a crowd. And for the MOUZ main team, the crowd is to escape the allegations that they are a studio team. So they've built this whole arena just to make sure they can finally play well on stage. But for the Academy team, let's run through some of the players because, again, you just might not know them. PR, you guys know him. He's been on the MOUZ NXT team for quite a while now. He comes from the Czech Republic and has played on previous teams such as Cryptova and Dark Tigers, I think it was. And interesting enough, he actually boot camped from the age of like 13, 14 in Cryptova in the Czech Republic. So even though he's super young, he's got loads of experience. And because he's the only one remaining, he's shifted up his roles and responsibilities a little bit differently in the roster. So he's a little bit more responsible for some of the stuff in the team, and has also changed roles into what he prefers, which you kind of understand with he got the creme of the lot for the roles. And then you've got Jorko. He's the most interesting guy from my perspective in this Academy project, because not only is he super young, but he's the AWP and IGL, and he's never IGL'd before. This is the first ever team he's IGLing on. And he's actually played at a pretty decent level in, he's from Bulgaria. He's actually played at a pretty decent level in Bulgaria with some notable names of like Duplicate, who's played at top 30 Counter-Strike, Shaiki, who's played on the Prodigies, and then Milky as well, who's also played on some very high-level teams. And he also he's been doing content for like 3 years. This guy streams on Twitch and has a somewhat active YouTube channel, and he's been doing it for years. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's 16 years old. He might be 15. He's 15 years old, and he's been doing content for years. And if I'm not mistaken, his dad is here as well, actually. And apparently his parents are super supportive. And for a lot of people here, growing up, playing video games, you can imagine that not every parent is super supportive when it comes to video games. And it's somewhat understandable. But having this supportive figure in your life very early on is only a recipe for success. So for Jorko, he's got a lot of responsibilities. I was talking to Tobias, and he was saying that IGLing comes first ahead of AWPing, so maybe his individual side will slack a little bit, but it's going to be really cool to see the progression of a player like this. I think we're going in. No, it's a test. Is it a test? Okay, it's a test. I hope it's a test. I haven't... hopefully we don't just go live and I completely miss it. Next up is Selex. He's from Hungary. We've seen many Hungarians come through the Academy project. Obviously Torzi, who's playing on the main team right now, and also Slend, who's just been signed to Gamer Legion. And he's similarly only a few seasons of main on a team called Manage Myself. And yeah, very small Hungarian team. He was the only player, if I'm not mistaken, to have not played on HLTV leading up into this game. And I'm very excited to watch these players because I just don't know much about them, as many of you at home will as well. Blix is a really interesting one for me. Next, moving on. He's Icelandic. And the reason why this excites me so much is because Iceland is a tiny scene. So as you can probably hear, I'm from the UK. And the UK scene has a lot of interaction with the Icelandic scene. So it's kind of like UK, Ireland, Iceland. And you have, for a lot of the open qualifiers, Icelandic teams are able to enter. So we actually do have a lot of crossover with this scene. And it's not very big. And interesting enough, he never actually played on like the main Icelandic team. There's a team called Dusty. You may have seen them on HLTV here or there. But he's never even played with them. But he has played with some of the bigger names, such as Bajani, who's like kind of the Icelandic IGL, and LeFluff, who both have won international events in the UK. They actually have knocked me out of UK lands previously, so I've got a bone to pick with them. But he's seen as, I think, like the chosen one for Icelandic CS already at a super young age. He is 15 years old, because really hurts when I keep on saying these guys are 16 and 15 years old. I remember when I was 15, I was not this good at the game. But he's seen as kind of the chosen one of Icelandic CS, because realistically, this scene has never had an individual actually progress to a wider level of gameplay. And he's kind of the first player to do that. And as someone who's from the UK and integrated with the Icelandic scene, I'm really intrigued to see if he can actually succeed and progress further with that. Up next, we have Click. And he is from Finland, so following on with the Yimfat trend, Finnish players. And again, there's not a huge amount to say about these guys. They have very little team experience. He stood in briefly with Yano, and he was actually in the top 10 candidates for the Na'Vi Visa Academy, which just launched. And yeah, he's kind of just a Faceit player. And I think we're going live, if I'm not mistaken. I'm in the server. I shouldn't be. I should be spectating. I'm not sure if we're supposed to be going live. There's people moving on the server. I'll just quickly tab out again. I don't know if I'm getting... I'm good to go to Observer. Okay, I have the go-ahead now. But I hope I've broken down the Academy team for you, because obviously you guys know about the main team. You know, top 5 team in the world. They've been the best in the world this year at multiple stages. They've won Pro League. They've won Bet Boom Dasher. No one really cares about that, but they won Pro League. And they are going into the major as one of the favorite teams. They've made finals of IEM Chengdu. They most recently made finals of IEM Rio, unfortunately losing to FaZe and Na'Vi, and both of them respectively. And they got top 8 at the last major, and I think for this squad, with the boot camp facilities around them, they are looking to achieve higher results. And with all this support, I'm really excited to see what this team can achieve. And I'm glad as well, I think Auto Observer's on. And I am just saying now, I apologize for the observing, because as we all know, CS Auto Observing is, you know, it's difficult at the best of times. And I apologize if it does go a bit haywire, but I think it's on. It's not changing. I don't know what the button for Auto Observer is if it's not on. So maybe I'll just start observing myself. But I hope everyone's enjoyed today and enjoyed the facility, because it is breathtaking how good this facility is. Like, if you've got into the practice rooms, like, those are... I've never seen anything like it, really. They are some of the best in the world, and especially for MOUZ, it means that they have, the main team that is, they have this place where after every tournament, they can always come back. It's not just like a boot camp facility where they're another team there. Like, they're coming back to almost a second home, which is going to give so much like comfortability to the players, and also just allow them to achieve greatness even more. This is what this boot camp facility is for MOUZ, is it's that extra 1%. And when you're at the highest levels of Counter-Strike, the hardest thing is getting that extra 1%. That's what divides good and then the best. And what MOUZ have done is they've built up the facility to allow their team to go from very good to being the best in the world. We might not see those results immediately because, you know, they've just started it, but it is definitely something that I think we will, in the long run, certainly see. And they're killing each other. I don't think this is live. We also don't have Auto Observer on, so either someone comes and save me, or you're going to get my god-awful observing for the whole of today, which I don't think anyone wants. But so, the maps. You might be quite confused why we're on Cobble, and that's because I think we're doing fun maps, which I haven't seen a game of Cobble in years. So this is going to be an experience for not only me, but everybody here today and also online. If I'm not mistaken, it's Cobble, and then Train, and then I think you guys in the audience in Hamburg are going to be doing a vote for the final map, which is going to be very exciting. And speaking of Train, if anyone, or just if anyone isn't living under a rock, they will know that there's been a lot of converse recently on Twitter about replacing Vertigo on Train. People in the arena, give me a cheer if you want to see Vertigo chucked out and Train put back in. I think that the people have spoken. The people have spoken. They want Vertigo out and they want Train in. Even though MOUZ NXT was one of the best Vertigo teams probably in the world at one stage in the previous iteration of MOUZ NXT, and MOUZ themselves do enjoy playing Vertigo. So you guys are nerfing MOUZ. Don't want to, don't want to hate on you, but I also would be a big enjoyer of Vertigo getting out and Train getting in. Just quickly checking, the game goes live. So the game was supposed to go live. I think we've had a small issue. I'm going to try connect back to the server, and hopefully we should be with you very soon. Oh, there's people in the server. We're still on Cobble. Even though we're on LAN, we still have issues. But it happens. It comes with the territory. I just realized how loud I am as well. Sorry that you guys have to listen to my god-awful voice and droning on all day. But I've got Mr. Big Man Henny here trying to help me. Very unsuccessful.
What did you say?
Oh, Blick's talking in chat. I think we're trying to figure out Order Observer because currently that's not working. But no, it was very cool to actually have the opportunity to talk to not only Cyclone and Tobiz, but also Zipex, because I think people forget, Zipex, if you maybe are new at a Counter-Strike, you won't know he is it 3-time or is it 4-time? He's so good, I've actually forgotten how many majors he's won. I think it's only 3. Only 3, like I say. But he's one of the most decorated players in the world ever. And to have him as assistant coach is very invaluable to any roster. And it was really cool to be able to talk to those 3 because you don't always get the opportunity outside of a media day to talk candidly in front of some of the best players in the world and some of the smartest minds in the world. So it's really cool that MOUZ have given us that opportunity as a community to pick their brains. But I think we are going live. We're still deciding the order director, so I'm going to give it my best shot. 6 isn't working, so we're not going to be getting any... Okay, so we can see everyone on the academy team, but no one from the main team. No one cares about them anyways. I think it's because I'm in spectator mode. But we're in Cobble. I have not seen Cobblestone for years, and it's really cool that we actually get to see it today. And it's going to be the main team, MOUZ, they're starting over on the T side, and the academy team are starting on the CT side. Already some contact in drop down. Zelex spotted out Shui. It's allowing him to come down. It goes through the wall. I think the main MOUZ team are looking to try wrap around to the A bomb site, and they will do so successfully. But Blick, he's looking to get in their way. He's already found a kill over towards Long. With the dual brothers up close and personal, unfortunately unable to connect anything. And a very sporadic T-side in this round. They've kind of swept everywhere on the pistol. Ultimately, did get the bomb down on this A bomb site. 2 versus 2. Yimfat playing up close and personal, trying to isolate his duel on Click. Shui's been baited in perfectly, and he's even tried to pull out the knife there. But in the end, MOUZ, they will pick up the pistol round. Claps in the crowd. Hello, sorry, we're trying to figure out some technical difficulties here. You'd think we would have had this plan beforehand, but that would be thinking too much ahead. But in the meantime, it's just a pistol round. It's just a full eco on the CD side. The Academy team is saving for the next round, and I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember how Cobble's played. I can't remember. I don't think I've seen this map in like 3 years. But I seem to remember early defaults towards long. Sure, we probably sign out Steam. But yeah, I think early defaults towards the A-bomb site. Okay. Okay, we're here. First gun round. This is the exciting part. Blick has already found 2 towards long, but swiftly traded by Jimfat and Exertion. This is a real crunch down from the CT side. They've taken massive control towards middle and towards what I think is called long. And the issue is we've just got the T side now stuck in a 2 versus 4. They are in the known, and there's no way they can make it out of this. Exertion now left into a 1 versus 3. Complete shutdown from the NXT side. This is probably favoring them playing a map that's a little bit more random, because individually, when you look at a team of 15 and 16-year-olds, you can imagine they're going to be quite individually sharp. So when we go into a map where tactically, everyone's on a level playing field. Maybe some of the, I was going to say older guys, but no one's been playing for that long, because most of them came from MOUZ NXT Academy. I did not know that was an angle. I did not know you could be shot through there. So tactically, no one's probably played an official in the last 4 years, if ever. So it's just going to come down to realistically all aim, no brain. I don't think we're going to see any utility masterclasses, maybe a few self-flashbangs, but I can't imagine anyone has lineups or anything of the sorts. But Xertion, time is running out. He's got 15 seconds left. And he's heading on to the A-bomb site, where Zelix is not playing very actively to deny the bomb, but he will be there to deny when noise has been made. So Xertion makes the noise, Zelix peeks out, denies, and it's NXT with their first round on the board. We tried, and we're unsuccessful. But okay, the ball's rolling now for NXT. This is when they swoop. That window, nice flash, Zelix. We caught that all on camera. Blix has got an auto shotgun. Is he? No, he's not in the right position. I thought he was going to be towards drop down, but unfortunately, the other side. PR is actually towards drop down. But we've got the ball rolling for NXT now. The MOUZ squad on a full purchase, but they don't really have the best of buy. They've got actually no real utility left at the 1 minute and 25 mark, and they are all currently congregated towards the B bomb sites. There is smokes up towards long, both Torzi and Shui. Let's see if we can get Shui at the front. They're looking to lead the charge. Little utility they do have is being used. Flashbang out to try get them onto this bomb site. Roland opens it up. Shui entering in, denied by Click, but a swift trade from Torzi. Jarko, the only player here now, has to hold the line, and he will do so successfully. Zelix, that rotation is sublime, and it's Xertion all by himself, yet again, in a pretty unwinnable clutch. Time is on his side, and he has got the bomb down at his feet. And they shouldn't be giving this to him. The long-range XM. XM, hate it or love it, best game in the gun. XM is the best game in the gun, hate it or love it. But doing well. Doing well for the NXT side. Okay, full eco. for the MOUZ side. This is where you would tell them off. Look at how much Shui's bought. He's on 1250. He can't buy a rifle and an armor next round, or a rifle with utility. Here's where you tell him off. No good to buy Deagles, even if it's a show match. Full serious. Because Cyclone, I think, made a joke earlier. He was like, Tobis said it was for fun, no pressure, whatever. However, if you're on the main MOUZ team and you're flying to the RMRs in a hold on a second, Yimfat. He's cutting off my point mid-sentence because he's just hit some, I wouldn't say completely clean Deagle shots, but he's hit the Deagle shots nonetheless. And even though he is very low HP and doesn't have the bomb with him, I've seen this man do dirty things on the server before. With the Deagle Blaze in hand, he's looking to ignite this server. Click, he is walking into his crosshairs. Oh, Jimfa misses the Deagle shot. Oh, 10 HP. And Click just about saves the day for the NXT side. Whew, that was disregarding my point of saying you shouldn't be buying Deagles on an eco. They almost win the whole round. But, oh, scary stuff if you're the NXT side, because it's literally just Deagle, no armors, and you almost lost the round. Very expensive, but still, 3 in a row. That's all that matters. Okay, I'm seeing how we're... Ooh, that was a cool little angle from the AWP. Look at this. Look at this from Jorko. Like, this was not a thing in the old days for Cobo. So, the young guns reinventing the game. And there you go. Opening pick. Torzi just walks straight into his crosshair. Blick, who has previously done well towards this position, spotted. He's got that face it mindset right there. He's like, hey guys, there's 2 players in front of me. I'm gonna flash and peek them. But unfortunately for him, that doesn't go successfully. In the meantime, let's look at some aggression here. Shui there to contradict the aggression, but a trade keeps it even. Slowing it down for the T side. God, Jorko has some very high sensitivity. And he's just missed the timing there on exertion. Okay! Headshot through the smoke. Nice little flick there. Rotations have come to support him. Only 1 bullet left in the AWP. But this is exactly when Zelix is there to save the day. And guys, are the names wrong? What's going on? And MOUZ NXT are looking like the main team right now. A very interesting half buy. Torzi's gone full on for the XM. Oh, he's going for it. He's dropping down. This is classic Cobble, exactly what we were wanting. Very unsuccessful though. PR does really well to stop him. And yeah, the T side just not able whatsoever to get onto the B bomb side there. And even though there is a lot of damage and you see Clickers on 2 HP pushing the smoke. Okay, that was a bit ballsy from him. That was a bit ballsy, and because of that, he will get shut down. But if I seem to remember, was this a really CT-sided map? That rings a bell. So I guess we shouldn't be as surprised with it being NXT maybe winning some of these rounds, but they're looking pretty good. And remember, I did say at the beginning, these guys maybe don't have heaps of team experience, so the one thing that will be on their side is a lot of, they have the individual aim. And I think when we go on to these maps that aren't as tactically deep, they will be, oh my god, we've got Auto Observer. Guys, wait, do we? Oh, okay, we don't have Auto Observer, but I'm observing, so no clapping just yet. I was about to say everyone clap, but never mind. I can at least observe properly now. Yes, I can get all the numbers. I haven't observed in years. And annoyingly, as you can see, they also don't have the numbers on the little icons. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm just kind of clicking wildly and blindly. But as I've been ranting on about that. NXT are looking fairly unstoppable right now. Sorry, what's going on? They've won 6 rounds in a row, and the previous 2 with 4 players alive. God. Guys, look at this. 4 kills, 3 kills, what's going on? Oh, X-ray's off. X-ray's on. I didn't turn that off, that was Henny. That was Henny. We can all blame Henny. So the issue right now for the MOUZ squad is that they're actually purchasing quite a lot in these low buys. So when we get into these rounds where they're supposed to have a full buy, they don't have much utility. However, that doesn't seem to matter. Xertion, great opening kill on one part of the map, similarly to Brolan. Zelex did tuck himself away, but cleared very effectively. And okay, just like that, finally, MOUZ, they win a round. It took a while. We were all getting a little bit worried, but finally, they get another round on the board. There's some typing in chat. We missed that, unfortunately. But I think Zelex, who was tucked around, actually got hard cleared. Okay, Jarko is getting a bit aggressive. That's not Jarko, that's Jorko. This is what we like. Will Brolan anticipate him? That is the question. And I don't know if the players can hear me, because that might give them a little bit of an advantage. But ooh, Brolan actually, well, he doesn't expect it, but he does clear, he does jiggle, and the AWP, unfortunately, ineffective. In the meantime, we've got some aggression out on the B bomb site. Because there's been a lot of contact towards A, they were able to get those picks on B, and then push forward. I think PR and Click was somewhere in that vicinity, so we basically just had MOUZ get those kills and move quickly onto the bomb site. Explode. Yeah, you can see the dead bodies there. They got the kills and just took the space from where the kills came from. And we're going to see the CT side save because economy actually not that good. They've got 1900 loss bonus in the next round and no real money actually to go into that round with. So maybe they'll purchase with this saved AK and 2 A1Ss. I don't think I've ever seen this castle actually be utilized in a proper game, but they're going to use it to camp, to save. Tucked away in the castle. And I don't think Brolan ever expected a player to be up there. You see Jorko with his AWP peering down. That's amazing. But no, they will get a full buy-in. I'm looking forward to Train next. Train was always a favorite of mine. And I wouldn't mind them adding it back. And we did a little, I won't say vote, but the crowd celebrated. They wanted Train back in, but I think that's also a disdain for Vertigo. Look at this again. Another aggressive peek from Jorko. AWP IGL calling around himself a little bit. Ooh, okay, Torzi, get out the server. He's being replaced already. Xertion tries to go for the trade and actually is effective. They had a really nice setup going on with a bait and switch with the AWP, and it almost is very successful. But because Xertion gets that kill and Brolan gets 2 over towards A, it now throws everything up in the air. PR should be hearing this if Brolan breaks the grate. 4 HP, Brolan choosing to cut noise. Spotted. I personally didn't see him. And now it forces these players on the B bomb site to accelerate. Jorko missed AWP shot. Very awkward angles for him. Close range. Okay, Cold Zero. Who do you think you are? Tries to jump up. Misses the shot, but PR will drop the bomb. Shui now jumping down, just taking the battle straight to Jorko. Close range. One tap. Nope, but we'll finally get the kill. The IGL cutting noise. Bomb down. PR, the one experienced player for MOUZ NXT, just biding his time. Here's Shui, continues to hear that noise and knows at this time the bomb has to be planted on B. Lets Shui make the first move, swings in, and Shui had no idea where he was. A very nice 1 versus 1 from PR, and a very nice 2 versus 3 also being played out by the NXT side. I really respect the fact that Click has continuously gone for the XM, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be very useful in this round. Because T-side going towards A. A lot of utility. They're making themselves known, and because of that, PR's rotated in. But Torzi holding for it. Jorko and Blick left by themselves and not playing together whatsoever, so very easily separated. And because of that, it's very easy pickings for the T side. A pretty unwinnable retake now as the bomb gets planted. Or... wait, is the bomb just down? Are they not choosing to plant it? They're going for the kills. Brolan doesn't care. They're hunting him down. They're hunting Click. Okay, finally the bomb might get planted now. Shui doing a little bit of trolling. And there you go. 7 rounds on the Z side. It was looking pretty dangerous there for the NXT side at one stage. 6 in a row. I was thinking, what's going on, guys? NXT should be the main team already? They've barely just got started. They're already proven themselves. But now we change halves. First to 13. I don't know if overtime's enabled, but if it is, 12-12. We go to overtime, then it's first to 16. Shui's actually a really interesting character because he... I don't know if anyone watched it. The ESL did a player profile with him, and even though Shui is obviously Polish, he grew up in Northern Ireland, and he actually attended Irish lands, something called one-tap lands, and he used to play them way before he kind of blew up, as one might say. And yeah, it's really cool to see his progression from just like playing in the Irish scene to then going internationally. And now he went to MOUZ NXT and is one of the best IGLs in the world. Played a major grand final with Gamer Legion and is looking to get there again with MOUZ. And also it's really cool that he's like returned home with the players that he grew up with. I think he mentioned it in that player profile, like he joined TeamSpeak with everyone again, and it did feel like he returned home. And I think that's really cool to have that. And they've definitely proved himself with, they've won Pro League, they've won Bet Boom Dasher, and also played a lot of grand finals. Just need to win one of them. Chengdu Rio played against arguably the best teams in the world at the time, so very unfortunate. But the majors are a really cool way to end off the year, because it is the final tournament of the year for, I think it is pretty much, apart from, for MOUZ NXT, they might have the odd CCT potentially afterwards, but for the MOUZ main team, the major marks the end of the year, so you want to be ending that on a real high note, especially considering next year with it not being invites. If anyone is, I won't get into the nitty-gritty of it because it's a very long-winded conversation, but the change to the Valve ranking, ending the year on a real high is very important for every team, as there's a lot of uncertainty going into 2025 with you don't invite people necessarily, you invite them from the Valve ranking, so having a very high rank is really important. I think currently MOUZ are 6th on the Valve ranking, which, you know, if you're within the top 10, you're completely fine, but it's just about staying within that top 10. And it seems like a very volatile ranking system. So it's very important for MOUZ to have a good major and also to end off the year on a high just individually as well. It doesn't matter about ranking. And touted as one of the favorites. They should be doing well. But the RMR's up first, and I think they're actually traveling to the RMR in 3 days. We'll be going off to Shanghai, so for all the fans in the crowd, make sure you keep a look in on MOUZ and cheer them on. But back to the game at hand now. Rifles are out for the Academy side. They lost the pistol round, and there's actually Brolan going for... He's been left completely by himself on A. 4 have stacked over towards the B bomb side, and that has rewarded Yimfat with an opening kill. In the meantime as well, Zershan, head snapped off just as we clicked onto him. PR is the only player defending this part of the map now, and they are continuously forcing that aggression. Shui jumps down behind him, and now, because the CT side have all of this map control, they will be sending over more forces to go help Brolan, who currently is alone, but the T side have played this really well. It all comes down to this duel. Can Blick get the kill? No. Blick had to get that kill because you see Jorko and Zelix walking out B. The CT side thought they'd clear that, and if Blick had got that kill, it would have accentuated that 4 even further and would have kept loads of space for the T side. But with Shui dying, the bomb goes down, and it actually looks contendable now for the NXT side. Zelix, is he just going to walk straight through the smoke? Yeah, he is. Supported by a flashbang. Brolan on the other side. Low HP. Prancing around. Doesn't do any damage whatsoever. Torzi and Yimfat looking to accelerate now. Very cautious of Zelix, who they know is in the flank. But with Jorko falling, it's all down to Zelix. Bomb is planted. Not for him. So with this defuse coming in, even though it's a 10-second defuse, Zelix can't do anything about it, and Yimfat is going to secure the round off. Very nicely played by the CT side, and MOUZ, they take the lead after winning 3 in a row. And I don't remember, I remember we could pull up maybe on HLTV what is the more advantageous side. But I think it might be a CT-sided map. I can't quite remember. Okay, bomb down. How much loss they have? I think they only had 2,900 going into this round. But they will, yeah, I guess 2,900. But they still will purchase in. We saw more of a default in the previous. I think. I don't really know what a default looks like on Cobble. But I'm pretty sure that was a default. But now, we're going to be heading more as a cohesive unit towards A. Unfortunately, it's all going a bit awry for them. And one by one, they topple down. Zelix, last alive, dealt with very effectively as well. I said we wouldn't have much utility to go off on, and I'm pretty sure that's the first kill I've seen today that's actually from a flash assist. I don't think we saw really any util at all played out. So, okay, the MOUZ team finally doing what we expect them to do. They were saying they're like, lads, we can't be losing to the academy team here now. Cyclone gave them a little slap and was like, focus up, guys. This is actually looking pretty decent. It's the NXT side. This is the most space they have gained. All T side. Okay, Yimfat. What was that? The younger brother of Sergey. Or you guys might know Sergey if you've been longer fans of CS, you know, major grand finalists, played with Ents, with Alu, with Alexi B. I think the joke is he's now a truck driver. I'm not sure if that's true, but Yimfat, younger brother of Sergey, and dude, this guy is crisp. I find it really interesting as well that MOUZ have produced talents outside of the main team with also Frozen and Rops. You guys know them both playing on FaZe. Well, both at a very young age, they actually joined the main MOUZ side. And Rops and Yimfat play somewhat similar roles and are arguably the 2 best players in the world at that role. Kind of anchor, more leaning as an anchor. And I find it really interesting that not only have MOUZ got developing youngsters in their blood with, you know, Frozen and Rops, but also 2 of those players, Rops and Yimfat, now are the 2 best players in the world at the same position. I think that's pretty interesting. But enough of my pedantics, because I don't know why I can't go to Yimfat, but Yimfat and Torzi are actually in a disadvantageous position. They're in a 2 versus 3. It's the first time on the T side, really, that we're seeing the NXT side give this round a real go. Yimfat, I think he's just been hard-timed. He was looking towards drop-down, turns around, and unfortunately is going to meet his maker. Torzi with the AWP. Last alive. Put the 1 versus 3 into a much easier position, but his issue is he doesn't know where both are. So you can see he's cautiously looking towards drop, just to see if maybe someone's on the flank, but he's going to have to start realizing that both players are playing together. Boosted up, Torzi hits a banger towards Chicken Coop. Jorko does get the advantage, and finally, MOUZ NXT win their first T round, but by the skin of their teeth. I never actually did a poll in the crowd. Who are we supporting today, guys? If we're supporting MOUZ NXT in the show match, give me a cheer. If you want MOUZ to win, the main team, give me a cheer. So I can't actually hear any of that because I'm in a soundproof box. So I'm just going to assume you went for MOUZ NXT because we're rooting for the underdogs today. We love an underdog story. And unfortunately, Shui's just got a knife kill. Okay, what's happened here then? Oh dear. Oh, he's towards drop down. So yeah, he jumped up on the boxes and waited for someone to jump down behind it, in front of him. And oh dear PR. Luckily for him, we didn't see any of that. But he's being called a noob by his own team. That's when you know it's bad. Oh dear, PR. You're supposed to be you're supposed to be the experienced one in the academy team, and he's being knifed. Okay, Click wins out the duel, and that does separate the defenders a lot, and it forces two different players from different bomb sites to try and negate his position, but unfortunately they actually win that duel, and then subsequently so does Brolan. So I'm starting to think this is a CT-sided map, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to think it is, and slowly it looks like MOUZ are going to be edging their way to victory, as now the economy is not looking great for the academy side. They've been forced down to Deagles. They've got one hero AK, and PR has a revolver. Okay, he got knifed last round, so he's looking for some meme redemption. Shui has got aggressive. He's got a Zeus. Come on, do it to him. Oh, he's letting them walk past. That's the first. What? He doesn't change straight to the A1S. I forgot because it doesn't drop. So he tries to swing out, expecting him to have the A1S, but unfortunately not the case. A lot of damage done to Click, but Shui, he takes those victories. He takes the Zeus kill. That is going to be quite a tilter. He got a knife last round. He got a Zeus this round. He's getting everything. Bit of BM, showing the academy team some difficult love, showing them that the big mean world is never an easy one. Wait, Zalex has got a god timing here. This round oh no! No, Zalex, no! Oh, and we were watching that as well. We were watching that. No, that was, oh dear. Oh dearie me. Oh no. Not a great whiff there, guys. Not a great whiff. That was a rough watch. I mean, there is definitely a conversation of, as I think we can all imagine, with 3 15-year-olds and a 16-year-old, I can honestly imagine them getting a little bit pressured and feeling that pressure. Like, most of them, within the last couple months, have gone from just playing Face It to then playing for MOUZ NXT, one of the most notable organizations for an academy team ever, and especially in the world right now. So that's already a big jump up. Like, you know, Zelex never playing on HLTV, that's quite a big progression for him. And then not only them being called up to MOUZ NXT, but them also then playing boot camp away from home at a very young age and playing in front of a stage. But you know what? In this round, they're dealing with it quite well. They've actually got the man advantage going into potentially a post plant until Xerxon has something to say about it. Remember, map point for the main team. They've hit 12 first, and both Torzy and Xerxon are on the scene. Xerxon quite isolated, though. He has to deal with this all by himself, and turning on a dime, nails PR all down to Zelex, making noise, and Xerxon showing them how it's done. Wins out Cobble with a salacious 4K. And it's MOUZ, the main team, winning out this show match on map number 1 on Cobble, showing the academy team how it's done. Tough love from the MOUZ team. NXT, a baptism of fire right now, being forced in front of, what is it, a good 120 people, and also having to play a top 5 team in the world. It's always a rough one, but I think they showed themselves very admirably. There was a few really good rounds there, but Zershan just showing them how it's done. That was a really nice 4K from him, and I think we are going to a break. Yes, we are going to a break, and we're going to take, I don't know, probably 10 minutes or so for the players to grab some water, for me to go chat with you guys, hopefully in the crowd. And yeah, give everyone a break, and in about 10 minutes, we'll be back with map number 2. We've just played Cobble. We're going on to Train, if I'm not mistaken, which I am very excited about because Train used to be one of my favorite maps, and I think everyone in the crowd was very much looking forward to Train getting into the map pool and not Vertigo. So if we've got any Train enjoyers in the chat or in the stadium, I'm calling this a stadium, better stay tuned. About 10 minutes, we'll be right back with map number 2. And welcome back. I have a special guest, Zipex. You're not actually going to be casting. You're here to observe me and help with that. But how are you doing today?
I'm doing very good.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here. Obviously now the assistant coach of MOUZ, but formerly, is it 3-time major winner? 4-time major winner. Okay, and we're going to be watching Train, which I know you have a lot of fond memories of because obviously 2018 Atlanta, was it, when you beat VP in the finals, third map Train?
That was 2016.
2016. Oh my god, I've got all my years mixed up. So you must be watching this map with a lot of good memories and also hoping it comes back with a lot of good memories as well.
Yep.
Are you a Train enjoyer?
I was back then, and I love to play inside. I was playing inside position, and I think it was one of my best maps.
I mean, you guys are a lot of good maps back in those days, but we actually have the game going live, I think.
Do they play pistol? No?
Yes, I think this is pistol round, so I think we can actually head to the game. Unfortunately, I think Zipex is going to be leaving me for the cast, maybe coming in, saying a few words here or there, but mostly it's going to be him observing, because I was trying to observe during map 1, and we all saw how that didn't go maybe amazingly. But yeah, I haven't watched Train in years. I'm certainly hoping it does come back. But we've got MOUZ, the main team, starting on the T side, and then MOUZ NXT starting on the CT side. And we've got a fake already. The fact that they know utility is astounding to me. They've already faked out onto the A bomb site and have planted the bomb on B. Issue is, their lurk has died very quickly, so the NXT side is instantly known that it's going to be a play towards B, and some very sharp shooting, especially from Zelix, a 4K from him, and the bomb gets defused instantly. That is a really quite a clean round from Zelix, and a real good awareness from the Academy team to instantly identify that it's a play towards A. But with the bomb down, it means that the T side will at least be able to get a purchase back in. $1,600 now, or sorry, $600 now. Scout, this is, if no one remembers Train, it's a paradise for AWPers and Scouters alike, and Torzi already exhibiting that. A great opening kill and just an acceleration onto the A-bomb site. Only one player left over towards Ivy. Kind of the worst place to be when you're all by yourself. Like, you're trapped because now he's got a smoke down towards Ivy, sure, but they're just going to walk straight through that alongside the pressure on the A-bomb site. Xerxin gets the kill, and that's basically round over. You've got Jorko and Pop Dog. He might get a kill. The bomb is actually down over towards A main, towards T spawn. So if Jorko goes nuclear here, which currently he is, this could be a plausible round, but unfortunately, Click gets caught off guard, rotating in through connector, and all crisis averted for the MOUZ team. It's very awkward saying MOUZ. I'm saying MOUZ, and that refers to both of them. I have to be like, okay, no, MOUZ NXT. I have to think of new ways to say Academy. But no, it's good to see Train again. No kills yet for Click and PR. PR still recovering from being knifed in the previous game. That was a painful watch. Forced by for all the CT side. Losing pistol round, sorry, winning pistol round and then losing the second round is nightmare fuel if you're a CT side. You end up having no utility, pistols, maybe the odd SMG, and because of a big lack of utility, you see MOUZ just run straight through to A. It's very easy. They don't have any utility to oppose them, and everyone falls in front of them. Jorko, no armor and a scout. Does get a nice little double tag onto Shui. Tries to go for a very confident flick no-scope onto Brolan. But ultimately, he will fall, and it's very clean. Now a full eco. once again, just running out A. It is an eco round, so, you know, we're not giving masses of weight to this. Maybe a few kills for the CT side. Jorko does get a nice deagle shot. And I love the fact that we have double Zeus's out. Unfortunately, neither Zeus has met anyone in the distance they would have wanted. No one even goes towards B. Click is just sitting there being like, guys, are we playing a show match or are we playing a scrim right now? Because this feels very official to me. But it's a good start for the MOUZ side, who, if you weren't here online, as everyone in the arena probably knows, that's Zip getting probably sat there through many practices and like, oh, wish I could report Yimfat. Finally get the opportunity. But Yimfat, interesting enough, would have played against Sergey. I think the timelines, yeah, would have played against Sergey. Grand finals at Katowice, and then now is coaching his younger brother. So that's an interesting timeline there. I think Yimfat would have been 14 at the time, 13 maybe, give around that time. So, you know, everything comes full circle. But this was actually a gun round for the CT side, and MOUZ, they've conditioned a lot in the early stages that they are just running out on the A bomb site, switch up the pace, go towards B, and it seems to completely catch the NXT side off guard. And because of that, it's another round going in favor of the main squad. As mentioned, flying out to Shanghai, and I think it's 3 days, so they'll be playing in the RMR. Made top 8 at the Copenhagen Major, which also was the first event that Zipex was the assistant coach for MOUZ at. Now, with trophies under their belt since Copenhagen, being touted as the best team in the world at some stages, looking to end the year on a high, especially considering, unfortunately, fell short against Na'Vi and Rio. But the RMRs is the first to cross over, because the RMRs can be harder than even qualifying for the major. You've got a lot of maybe unknown entities in the tier 2 space that qualify that can be very dangerous. But we head back into the game now. The T side, they sent Zershin out with a Krieg. He picks off one quite cleanly. Sorry, Shui's just got onto the bomb site past Zelex. How's that happen? He ran through Popdog at the speed of light. Zelex does do really well to not only catch off Shui, but also get 3 kills in total. No one else around him, though, is able to get a single frag. So that means Clicks rotating in just falls, and that's another round going in favor of the T side. A tactical timeout. I've just seen Yimfat open the door into the NXT corner, and I don't know what he said to them, but as a character, you wouldn't expect him to trash talk an academy team like that. I don't know what he's just done there. He seemed to put up his hands like he was sorry. There's also, I don't know what's going on, but oh yeah, Brolan. I forgot about the SG abuser. He was one of the players, if I can't even remember what year it would have been. 2020, when the SG, even earlier, 2019, 18? He was like one of the players everyone spoke about as being 2017. He was one of the players that I think everyone spoke about as like the one guy who's, I think if you look back at the stats, did get a lot better when the Krieg was in meta over on Fnatic, where he did win championships. But okay, Yimfat's just run out and got 3 kills. Okay, he talks at BM in real life and then goes out and walks the talk on the server. He's just gone out and run onto A and killed everyone. That's kind of the meta of Train. Maybe a little bit one-dimensional of it's just a... Shui got a Zeus. Shui's got a Zeus. PR is trying to get run down. The knives are out. Exertion ruins the fun, man. He ruins the fun. Report. Yeah, there you go. Report. I think hacking. We got, so the report is not from me, it's from Zip, by the way. The assistant coach, to his own team as well. To his own team. Triple AWP. No, quad AWP. If in doubt, bring out the boom. We've got 4 AWPs on the server. That's one ringing off. PR, not known to be an AWPer. I don't think I've ever seen him pick up an AWP, but he brings it out. You've got double AWP towards Ivy, where they're everywhere, but they're all dying. No. Finally, Zelex, he's been having a game on Train, by the way. Tries to go for quite an ambitious flick and unfortunately unsuccessful. We've had 4 AWPs. 2 of them got a kill. Not Jorko, but bear in mind, the actual AWPer of the team doesn't get a kill. That's all the AWPs down. Click. Oh, he's yet to get a kill. Ooh. He's on the board. I speak and he delivers. Bomb's not down, by the way, as well. Shui, maybe a little too ambitiously, try to go for the ace there. Bolan does plant the bomb and Yimfat gives him very good coverage. We had 4 AWPs out on the server and 2 of them get a kill. That's a bit unfortunate. So MOUZ look ready for Train to come back into the meta. They seem very ready. Bit of a mismatched buy currently. Zelex hasn't purchased much. No armor, just a deagle. The rest have 3 primary rifles and a MP9. A lot of aggression, well, not even that much aggression towards Pop Dog, but Shui gets 1 kill and it forces a lot of attention over towards the CT side. In the meantime, with the masses just continuously forcing their way out of A main, it's brutal. I said this at the end of map 1, but it's a real baptism of fire right now for MOUZ NXT, even though this is a show match. Maybe looking to prove themselves, not only in front of the main team, where there's always a possibility of a move up, as we've seen from the fact that 4 out of the 5 players and coach as well have started their careers in the academy team. But nonetheless, it's a great experience. And as I was saying before, it's like these guys would have been playing Face It, Open, Main, only a couple months ago. Ooh, Torsey's getting a knife kill. Oh, no. Oh, okay, doesn't get the knife kill. Click doesn't win the 1v3, I think it would have been, but at least doesn't get knifed. Sergeant dives his chat. It's just the BM. Go easy. Oh, no. Sergeant BMing the academy team. I did see him on Twitter, though, helping out the academy team this week, which is really generous of him, because it's probably like, you know, he's been in their shoes, helping them out. And as I was saying, like, these academy guys, in the last couple of months, have gone from wherever stage they were to then being on MOUZ NXT, which in itself is a massive accolade. You've got big shoes to fill, potentially, but I don't think that's necessarily the direct ambition of this academy team. Speaking to Tobiz, he's like, you know, we're not looking for results within 3 months. We're looking into a year. And speaking to other coaches from assistant teams, I remember with NIP, the NIP Academy, they weren't looking at results. They were actually kind of ignoring results and just looking at players and with the ambition to move them up and not caring about what happened on the server, just seeing the development of players. And I think that's the main thing with this NXT squad, is looking for maybe the results in like a year's time, looking for that development to have fruition in a year's time. And as we're talking about the NXT team, they get finally their first round on the board since Pistol. It's been a string of T rounds, 8 in a row to be exact. Zelex has been playing fantastic. He got a 4K on the pistol and has been getting numerous multi-kill frags. 1,000 damage is very impressive to get within 10 rounds, especially when you're down 2 to 8. And they get on the board. Also, imagine being 15 years old and playing in front of 120 people. That must be terrifying. But it does set them up very nicely for the future with these experiences if they ever do go on to greater and better things. And I think the narrative is that they, you know, it's inevitable. Nightju, who was on MOUZ NXT, went to ENTS and within weeks won an international tournament under the leadership of Glaive, which used to be Big Man Zipex's IGL throughout all those major runs. But now it's looking a lot better. We're giving no respect to the main team. Click's walking through a smoke. Look at this. They will never expect this. Utility's out. Oh, okay. Almost misses Brolan, but does flick on successfully. Torsey now left into a 1 versus 5. He's picked up the first kill, but he's being hunted down. The knife is out, and Click gets revenge after Shui knifed PR. And a bit of elation for the youngsters, because they're getting the ball rolling. And a knife kill. That's perfect. That's all you want. I also love the fact that Zershan is typing sit down while his teammates just be knifed. That's some some BM that I simply do not understand. But okay, we're getting it going. The City side, they're finally they're getting the ball rolling a little bit. And the trouble I was talking about of how the T side have just been bombing it out of A main, finally the CT side realized how to defend against that, and it's just grenades. It's good utility, not allowing them that space. And then alongside that, they're in positions to negate the other members who are coming out of Pop Top. Shui, I think this was a 1 versus 4, but no more. Click, he's already got 1 knife kill. He's in a 1 versus 1. His teammate has unfortunately died. Knife is out, and there you go. Back-to-back knife kills for Click. Someone's got the easy for Ent sound kit on as well. Yeah, someone actually had the easy for Ent sound kit. I guess it was Click who got the knife kill. So I guess for Yimfat, there's a bit of... I never played for Ents, but close to home. I can't even remember. Is this map T-side or CT-sided? T-side? Very T-sided. With the new changes... Huh? CT. Oh, okay. I guess with the new nade changes, with more experimentation, it might be interesting to see if it actually still does stay CT-sided, because you can't just cower behind the smokes. Like, I don't know, there's definitely some interesting things to be made, but that's a conversation for another time, because, oh, they're being atomized on this A-bomb site, B-bomb site, rather. Oh, it's another knife. Oh, no. Another knife kill. This time Click, who had previously knifed Shui and one of his teammates. Finally, some revenge is there. But it's PR, the experienced boy in the NXT squad, unable to add many more to his talent. We've seen 4 knife kills so far in the show match, 3 in the past 4 rounds. Also, Torzy's got an I Heart Techno on his scout. I don't know if that was him naming it, or does he really just love techno? No. Mongols obviously jumped up in the Valve ranking because they won Thunderpick. MOUZ know all about winning tournaments for prize pool money. Shui's just... okay. That's the ambition getting to him. You can't just go up Pop Dog at 1 minute 40 and expect to get away with it. The Zeus comes out. Revenge, Jorko says. Jorko actually got knifed in the previous map by Shui in drop down on Cobble. So, you know, the revenge is there. And maybe, because of the over-aggression from the IGL, a pistol round could get dangerous? Nah. Brother and Torzy do well to mitigate any danger there. It's just all about doing some damage. Getting a bit of extra bucks. Heavy investment on a full eco. Not going to have the best utility if they're pulling out AKs. Nice shots from Blick, showing that, yeah, these youngsters do have the firepower. Okay, important round for the NXT side now, because we don't want Train to be that quick. They've got 5 AKs out. As I was mentioning, last round, you pull out Deagles on the eco round, you're not going to have much money. And double Zeus in Pop Dog. PR gets the first. Will he expect the second, though? Torzy. Ooh, the PR go with Util out. PR gets one, but it's like a Hydra's head. You cut one off and more just spawn. And the Max 7 from Jimfa. Oh, they're giving no respect. They're an academy squad. They're 15 years old. Give them a little bit of space, but no. Disrespect. Interesting enough, though, Zelex has got the A... I was going to say, Zelex, he had the A-bomb site, but the Swag 7 doesn't even stop for nobody. And Jorko, this is the interesting part. The bomb walked out on B, and all the attention turned towards A, but as Zelex died so early, it just got cleared out. Now look at Blick, though, on the flank. Shimfat's aware. He sees with the Mag 7 and looking to add another scalp. Runs with the Zeus Sour. Okay. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. No fooling the NXT boys here. Brolan, USP kill as well. Had an AK to his name, but decides to go with the sidearm. And Jorko had previously been identified on the B-bomb site, and Brolan holds his nerve. He's just walking out of connector. Jorko makes the first move, makes noise. Brolan with all the awareness, and he gets the Zeus kill on the drop down. Oh, salt in the wound. Not only have they lost the round, but to a Zeus. I think these are the tactics we're expecting to see in Shanghai. All the Zeuses, all the knife kills. Well, it's a show match, and they're certainly putting on a show. Are we enjoying it, Hamburg? Good to see the esports community in Germany is fully thriving. Sorry, we have a player just pushed A main. Okay, Yimfa, I think he... How many Zeuses are on the server right now? Everyone's got a Zeus. This is certainly very enjoyable. We have PP Bisons. Click is behind them with a Bison. Torzy's got a pistol. Shui's got another Zeus kill. What's going on? I've lost track. Jorko. Yeah, there we go. Oh, a Zeus for a Zeus. I think in the 7 kills in that round, 4 or 5 of them was with a Zeus. This is certainly very enjoyable, but it's been very one-sided. We saw just a Bison be purchased there by the T side, very JW-esque. Still pulls them out today, still tries to make them viable, and annoyingly, he actually does make them work, and it really boils my blood. Okay, potentially the final round of the game, and we've got 4 scouts and an orb. All the snipers on the server right now, emulating what the NXT side did on their CT side. Brolan just missed a Zeus going through the smoke. Brolan's just got a no-scope with the orb. And the T side, they're looking to cover this A bomb site. PR might just get behind someone. There's a knife that's attempted, but PR actually saves Brolan's life from being knifed. Oh, the Zeus is missing. The tags are missing on the no-scopes. Torzy's being run down. He's actually run out of bullets on his scout, pulls out the P2K, has a Zeus in his back pocket, but there's 4 players around him. Everyone's missing. The knives are out. Finally, they run him down, and Jorko gets a knife kill. Money's a booming for the first time on this T side for the Academy team. This is chaos. Good Shanghai preparation, I imagine. This is how MOUZ prepare for the major. If they do go on to win the major, you can account it to the show match. What a hideous purchase for MOUZ. Is that a XM dual Beretta? Scouts? Everyone's got a Zeus. Oh, 3 scouts, dual Beretta, and an XM. 10 out of 10. And even though this has been a scrimmage on the A bomb site 99% of the game, okay. PR just got a Zeus and knife kill. I've actually just, I'm losing my mind. That we're only seeing what? Okay, Torzy, that is disgusting. Bit overconfident there with the no scope. Okay, we're finally starting to see some rounds on the board now for the Academy team. Here's Click. Click, by the way, started off all this madness. It was pretty normal game for the first, I don't know, 15 rounds? No, not even that. 12 rounds. And then Click got back-to-back knife kills, and then it just transcended to chaos. Oh no, Brolan, oh no! Dies towards Summit. Did we have a normal kill that whole round? It was no scope with the scout, knives, an XM kill, and a Zeus. Okay, back to the old reliable. Click's got an auto out. Things you love to see. Ooh. Jorko has saved Brolan from embarrassment. This is maybe the first round this half every kill has come from an actual weapon, or have I spoken too soon? Jimfat's got the movement. PR's anticipated though. There you go. Max 7 finds one skull. Jorko actively trying. He says 3 people on the ladder. There's 2 below him. It's chaos. One of the more entertaining games I've watched in a while for sure. The most normal MOUZ team, also the most normal MOUZ game you're ever going to see. This is absolute chaos for Zipex to spectate. I think I can't even keep up with it, and Zipex has to try and observe this. Have you ever observed in your life? Yeah, no, I didn't think so. It's not the usual thing you do on a Saturday evening. Zelex is crisp, you know. He was the player. I was talking to Tobis beforehand, and Zelex is the kind of playmaker, maybe the more active player in this role, in this team, and I think that's going to be... Wait, should we just run past someone? But yeah, Zelex is the more active player in this team, so when you do take a look at MOUZ NXT in the future, keep an eye on Zelex just, you know, getting more into the action. But for now, Shui, no scopes only, with the auto, gets a kill. PR, 5 HP with the bomb in hand, puts down the digits. Shui, little does he know, the auto would actually be perfect right now, because the AWP can't quite capitalize on the low HP, just like... I was going to say a rifle, but the auto can. Revolver for PR in the back pocket. Both players have a Zeus if necessary. Both players have a Molo as well. So Shui, will he throw the Molo in the right place towards Connector? Clears it out with the movement. Oh, they both have the Zeus out. That awkward moment where you just kind of look at each other. AWP no scope misses. Shui just run through his own Molotov. PR hears all of this. Shui, we're on train, but you ain't no Summit 1G. And time's ticking down. He's trolled. It was an interesting 1 versus 1 to say the least. But okay, PR wins out the clutch. I'm not sure if we're gonna have a third map. I think we were. I don't know if it was just a set best of 3 or if we are gonna have a third map regardless. No. So we're extending play a little bit here on map 2. So for anyone that wants Train to come back into the veto, expect every game to be like this. No different whatsoever. We've actually yet to have like a proper full buyout for the MOUZ team, but oh no, they're doing it. They're making it work with pistols, sporadic SMG or primary rifle. And it's PR 1 versus 2. He knows where they both are. Very difficult position to be in, but he does have time on his side. Needs to land a shot instantly, but it's Exertion who puts the nail in the coffin with the no-scope at range. 13-8, MOUZ, shockingly enough, are your victors in this show match. They were playing with a little bit to lose. They didn't want to be losing to their academy team going into the major. It'd be a little bit, wouldn't be a great showing, but even though they do troll a little bit towards the end, they do get it done. I want to say a big thank you. Can everyone say in the crowd thank you to Zipex, our 4 major winner champion alongside many other accolades. The pinnacle of his career is casting a MOUZ NXT versus MOUZ show match. This is up there with winning a major, I would say. I'd say there's no higher achievement. So everyone, can we give a big thank you to Zip? But yeah, that's it. I think that's us done. I think you're free to go. Thank you very much for joining me. It's a pleasure. I did not expect our first conversation to be me and you observing and casting together. So thank you very much and have a lovely rest of your day. Oh, we play 3 maps. More fun for Zip on the director, but I think you have time. I don't think we're forcing you to stay here. I think you can go take a break for a second, so we can have a little break between the next maps, and that will go for everyone in the crowd. We've got 1 more map to play. I'm going to get more center screen. I hope everyone's been enjoying it so far. It's been a very entertaining game. I think that's for sure. I think we can all agree. The Zeus's, the autos, the no-scopes, the scouts, the knives. We had all of it. And it's been a lot of fun for me. I assume everyone in the arena and also online is enjoying themselves. But the fun does not stop just here. We have one more map for you. I don't know what map that is, but make sure you stay tuned because we're going to take a short little break. We're actually going to go live a little bit earlier, and we're going to talk about some of the graduates from the MOUZ NXT program. So make sure if you're online, you stay tuned and come a little bit early for that. So see you in about, I'd say, 5 or 10 minutes. Be right back. And we are back. Thank you very much, guys, for waiting. We've already played 2 maps. We've played Cobble, we've played Train, and we've actually got Cash up next. But before we get into the game, we've been talking a lot about academy teams, and we've been talking a lot about how MOUZ now have 4 players who originated in MOUZ NXT. So we want to bring up a graphic for you to show the wider spectrum of other players who have come through the NXT project and are now, I guess, onto bigger and better things, because I think, as what has been publicly said, MOUZ NXT is not a team that's like built to win, even though they do win. And I think every iteration has been at least within the top 40, and the main academy team just won. So they won 4 We Play Academy leagues, and then 3 were in LAN, 1 was online. But so the graphic you have in front of you, you see on the top row, every single one, including Cyclone, are now playing in the main team. So already, you think about esports, you think about Counter-Strike, any other esports, and also traditional sports. Do you know any other team that has its whole team, apart from 1 player, comprised of people who were nurtured in the Academy League? The answer is no, because it's just not else a thing. So you've got a very revolutionary MOUZ team. And then next on the list, we've got the other players who have gone from MOUZ NXT onto those aforementioned bigger and better things. You've got JDC up first, who actually did play for MOUZ. He was one of the players that was moved up alongside he was in the original Project 1 of MOUZ NXT. He has played Cologne playoffs with MOUZ and now has played for Big. He was recently in the ESL Challenger Atlanta Grand Finals with Big, who are a German organization alongside MOUZ. They're called Berlin International Gaming, if you didn't know that. Up next, Nightchew. He's another really big prospect. I think he's been touted in the French scene as a real, big next deal. And then alongside that, outside of just being called good, he went over to ENTS, which definitely isn't the ENTS that we used to know. They've fallen on a bit of hard time, but he goes over with ex-Casper Sky, who's also an academy player from NIP, and they go win a championship in their first ever tournament. They went to Espoo in Finland. They beat Heroic. They beat other teams. I can't remember who else they beat, but they won a best of 5 in Finland. And Nightchew, very freshly graduated from the academic program, has already won championships. Up next, you've got Syrah, 17 years old. He's still 17 years old. He was part of the most recent academy in MOUZ NXT and is now playing on TSM. And even though TSM maybe aren't doing amazing, he is still Danish, playing with arguably the best Danish regional team outside of Tier 1. They have the likes of Acor, Nico, Zyphon. They are regionally some of the best players in Denmark, and Syrah is now playing with them. MHL, he was a while ago a part of NXT. I think we were speaking at one stage. So he was actually a part of the original roster. He replaced Torzi after Torzi got promoted. He went over to Endpoint, didn't have a great spell at Endpoint, went to Falcons. Again, didn't have a great spell there, but is now on Talon, an Australian team, and is actually on Monday going to be participating in the Asia RMR. So if you do want to support the MOUZ NXT graduates, you're going to be supporting him first because he's up on the RMR bracket. Chrism, he was the IGL in the most recent generation of MOUZ NXT. He's Danish, and I think every single player is like, he is the next mine of Counter-Strike. And you guys might look at OG and be like, organization, they kind of have a meme rep. But I think that's very unfair for what's going on in OG right now. They've completely rebuilt around younger players, and especially Chrisen at the helm. And guys, they qualified for an S-tier LAN. They qualified for the Thunderpick World Championship by beating the likes of Big and VP twice. They beat Virtus Pro twice, a top 10 team. So even though OG might be, sure, a little bit of a meme, they're rebuilding now around a younger group of players. And Chrisen, the IGL, who Cadian said at the Copenhagen Major in front of everyone, was like, this is the next generation of, he is the next generation of Danish CS. And unfortunately, he was playing with Nexius, who was also an NXT graduate, but he got replaced most recently by Mikey. So unfortunate for Nexius, but he's still another example of a player going from MOUZ NXT to one of the better teams in the world. Shane, he was actually a part of the original roster. He actually used to play with Shui pre-MOUZ NXT, and he won all those those We Play Academy leagues with MOUZ. He's playing on Copenhagen Wolves. He maybe hasn't had the biggest of success, but still is competing at a top 80 level of HLTV. And then finally on our graphic, we have Slend, one of the many Hungarians who's come through MOUZ. He went to Endpoint afterwards and actually brought Endpoint back to a pretty decent level after they had difficulties. He replaced MHL and now is gone to Gamer Legion, where they're going to be participating in the RMRs. And even though that roster might not get amazing results as of now because they are quite a young team and Ash has rebuilt this newer squad, he still has been very heavily praised by Ash and by many individuals at the top level and still competes at a tier 1 team. So right there, you have a list of players who have all graduated from the NXT Academy and are now going on to either the main team or teams that rival MOUZ, such as Nightube probably is a direct example now. And what's really interesting is that we're not just showing you a very small list of a wider list of players. That is pretty much everyone. Apart from QQ and Nexius, no one has been left out of that list. We literally have every single player that has come into MOUZ NXT, be nurtured into a better version of themselves, and then put into the wider scene of Counter-Strike and got on to flourish. Next year, as we mentioned, he went to OG, he played at a top level, and QQ is currently maybe building a team with MOUZ as the IGL, and then with TVS, Shushan, some decent names, and they're starting to qualify for a few events. It's called Wu-Tang. Sabriz is the other. Shushan, the younger brother of Flames. TVS played with Bravado, and also the Prodigy. He's actually played in the UK scene for a bit. But we've got a really interesting graphic of just saying, like, look, not only is MOUZ successful with the players that go on to bigger, better things, but it's literally everyone. And it's crazy how this organization has intrinsically so much success at an academy level. And you've got to really start to look, being like, well, this isn't luck. It's because there's rhyme and reason to it. It's because Tobiz, I've spoken to him at a small amount, and I can really tell, be like, okay, there's a reason why this MOUZ NXT team does so well. And with Cyclone originally at the NXT Academy, like going on to MOUZ and being the best team in the world at some stage this year, like there's a reason why this Academy team does do so well. And then what's really interesting is, even though this is a new generation of MOUZ NXT players, and they are certainly at a lower level to start with, they've chosen to change up the narrative for that reason. Instead of picking up the likes of Nightube, who had played on LDLC and other big teams like that in the regional scene, they've completely gone to basics. I think Zelex was playing in Open before this, and now they're playing in Advanced. The exponential growth of these players is going to be really unmatched, and I'm really excited to see where this team goes, because you've got PR still in there, who, even though is 17 years old, has got heaps of experience from his time previously regionally in the Czech Republic, playing for Dark Tigers, and then most importantly Cryptova, where they used to boot camp. He was like 14 years old, and they were playing at a pretty decent level. So he's changed up roles and responsibilities accordingly. And you've got these 4 guys where Shaw, Jorko's picked up IGL for the first time, but they've got heaps of potential. And I can't wait until we properly see that flourish, because it's not going to happen straight away. And that's sometimes that I think Counter-Strike fans and everyone is probably a victim of saying within 2 or 3 months, oh, this project's not going to work because they haven't got instant results. This is a very long-term project. MOUZ are not looking and realistically expecting results to come in straight away. I think I checked their advanced stats. 3 and 4 in advanced for a group of players who I don't think any of them have played above main is very impressive. If they keep the spot, they're going to just get more experience. They've played a few tournaments. I think they played the Galaxy. They played some random thing. And then they've also played Shuffle Masters on HTV, so getting the players HTV experience. Some Elisa Invitationals. They had a very awkward time when starting the team where they still had invites and were still playing them out with players leaving, coming. Tobiz was playing a little bit, so it was a little bit awkward. But now they've actually got the full 5. I think Tobiz said to me that they've played 120 maps in total across Prac and officials. Guys, they've been officially together for a month. Do you know how much 120 is? Like, they're playing full-time Counter-Strike, as we discovered today, at the age of 15. That's what it takes to be one of the best in the world, and they're looking to achieve that. I'm actually going to roll it back a little bit. I forgot to mention Burmilov. Very unfortunate that he wasn't able to continue with the NXT project, and it wasn't anything because of his individual skill. It was because of more of the outside effects of living in Ukraine and his inability to travel, because as you can see in front of us, MOUZ's ambition is to get the players together, get them boot camping, get them playing show matches, and unfortunately Burmilov was unable to facilitate that travel, so they couldn't extend with him, which is very unfortunate because he is so crisp. He played at a high level in Ukraine previously in Laser Cats, and since has done very well in MOUZ NXT, because they literally did make top 30, taking down tier 1 names, and now we've got a new set of generation, and they so far have unfortunately lost both maps against the main team, but they're looking on Cash to reinvent their form. It's starting off with a bang. On the pistol round, Torzi isn't giving them anything. No space is allowed to be taken. He is nailing all of them, and he even succeeds with a triple. And I've got big man Mr. Zip back with me. I wasn't sure if you were going to come back to me. Cash, another map that previously was very popular, and it made this rebrand that's been instated for a couple years, and I just don't know if it ever hit the same when it got rebranded and refreshened. So, I mean, it'd be cool to add back to the map pool a little bit more fine tuning, because it is just that little bit of change. The map pool did Sorry, Jorko's got we're on round 2. We're on the 2nd round, and we've already got a Zeus kill. This map is actually great for Zeus kills, like towards... I can't remember what's this called. Is this just single? Door? Yeah, towards door, like hiding around here, and then also just around all the corners. Blick is, he's Gandalf right now. You shall not pass, and then Shilly comes and ruins the fun. It's always the IGL that ruins the fun. Ooh, that was a nice shot. Bit of a zinger. What? 5 HP. Zelix has hit 2 bangers. We've seen so far today, Zelix is individually very talented. On train, he was kind of the one guy that was leading it for MOUZ NXT. Okay, Roland ruins the fun there. Those Deagle shots were dirty. Torzi, obviously from Hungary as well, same as Zelix. It's definitely cool that when you have these players together, and when you've got a young guy coming to something like a boot camp where at least you've got someone of the same language, or the same culture with you. And I can imagine that is actually really helpful for maybe like Click, Zelix, to just have someone of like a similar culture or at least language to you. Should we just run through the mid-smoker 142 or something like that? As we've seen today, especially on train, no respect was given. They were just going straight for those kills. And as the dust settles at 1:25, we've got a 3 versus 3. There's contact being maintained in middle, and the A player, Jimfat, has completely pushed through door, and without knowing it, has left main open, where the remaining 3 players reside. They've read it. Well, they've completely read into this. Jimfat sees that no one went towards B from boost, so he calls them to rotate towards A, and a gamble stack is so successful. Jorko placed into an unwinnable 1 versus 3, and subsequently, unfortunately, does fail. It was a very interesting. I was mentioning the player profile on Shui and that he grew up in Northern Ireland and is Polish, and you kind of got that very bizarre connection there. Jorko, if I'm not mistaken, is somewhat similar. He's Bulgarian, but grew up in Scotland, I think. Someone told me that, and I was like, that's crazy. I think that's right. So it's kind of interesting with the two IGLs sharing that connection of growing up in like an English-speaking country, for instance, and having that difference of moving around. So I'm sure it's a little bit of relation there. Speaking of Shui, he tries to... you can't self-boost it, but he boosts up Yimfa, and I think because Shui gets revealed towards that position, they anticipate someone to be boosted up, and Jorko rips off his head. Advantage in favor of the NXT side, but the issue is, even though they've got the bomb down, you've not got armor on Jorko, you've only got Deagles, and you've got no utility to hold the CT side at bay, so because of that, the Rifles are looking to reign supreme. Torzi stabs Jorko in the back with the XM, and now it's all down to Blick, Deagle in hand, trapped in a very unforgivable position, and he does actually get the first kill, 1 bullet left, but Brolan's Deagle running and gunning, closed it out, and the antithesis of CS2 there, don't stop running, and you will probably get the kill. I've been talking a big game for MOUZ NXT all day, so I'm hoping at least on the third map now they show me. Oh dear. The insta window smoke that I assume still probably lands the same. They have changed jump throws recently, so I don't know if that may affect that, but it missed. So unfortunately, this is looking a lot better on the Rifles. They came so close on the Deagles. This time they're going to succeed very easily, actually, on the Rifles. They just run out towards A, even though they missed the mid-smoke. It's all success, and Torzi, who previously flanked in the last round, is on it again. See, PR's conscientious of a flank coming in through main. I don't know if anyone's directly holding towards door right now, but realistically, Torzi isn't going to get more than 1 kill. He doesn't have a kit, unfortunately. That would have been, we could have had the narrative of a ninja defuse, but Jorko spots him out. Blick actually gets owned at range. The XM is the most powerful weapon in the game, and I will stand by that. It can, if you're next to a smoke, it just blows up. Oh my god, okay, Click. He wall-bang headshots Torzi. Fair play. We saw 4 AWPs out at one stage for both of the CT sides. And yeah, you're seeing where he wall-banged. Oh wait, wait, was it there? Oh, I thought he was I thought he was outside. Okay. That's even more impressive. Torzi probably got a jump scare there. So how have I died? But Money's actually pretty... I was going to say Money's bad, but the Deagle's still connecting like they usually do. Good flashbang from Jorko to allow Xelix to walk into middle, but unfortunately not quick enough on that second kill. So when Torzi regains vision, he's able to at least secure that trade. Mana's advantage. HP dwindling. This is a very difficult place for the NXT side to be in. 8 HP combined between Jorko and Blix. It might be all she wrote in round 6. If you click at the bottom, you may be able to at least talk about this being plausible, but Jorko's got the bomb, he's missing AWP shots, and now Blick, who I said if he had the bomb, he maybe could have planted on B. He's now maybe getting knife killed. Brolan, with Pandora's box in his hand, looking to unleash it. Will Click just stop moving for 1 second so we can get the knife kill? Playing with his food a little bit. But that's a double AWP retrieved. Back to winning ways. Even though the purchase was bad, 2 players falling early and middle for only the price of 1 is always going to favor the CT side, and it spirals from there. Xelix at the top of the scoreboard, 100% headshot ratio. He's been on a stormer so far today. He's continuing that. Jorko's just out middle. How does he get that kill on Torzi? That wasn't even a flashbang. I think he just ran straight through middle. Quickly into vent. He's been given a lot of space. Yimfat's got an AWP in CT. Is he an AWPer? I've got my question. Certainly not. Zershan, though, nice little angle. Not anticipating it is PR. And Jorko does not have the HP nor the vision through that smoke to actually go for that kill. Click, though, opening up good space on the A-bomb side. The only way this round is winnable for MOUZ is if Zershan goes nuclear. And he reveals his position, but it's by smoking off Jorko. Issue is he doesn't anticipate more to be there. And even though the T side is very split up, it works out favorably. Jorko asking in chat, are they blocking the smoke in middle? Nope, you're just missing it, bud. What am I getting stuck on? The wall. It's 1v2 for Shui. He's actually found Click, who was on A. This is winnable, but I don't know if you can even spam that. But he tries to spam under heaven and just subsequently reveals himself wide in the open with no ammo. Easy clutch for Zelex. Yim found 3 kills. Bottom of the scoreboard. Well, it should have been an eco, but I think not much ecoing has been going on in this game. I was going to say maybe because there was only one alive, or I don't know. Mid smoke? I don't know if it landed or if they even threw it. Can't see anything in mid. So I'm just assuming, yeah, I just didn't even throw it. Ooh, Zershan. He's got behind enemy lines. How has Click opened that door when it's come into him? You know, CS is a small indie game. Anything's possible. Zershan, as I was mentioning, did get through a gap in middle. And the bomb is down in T-spawn, and Jorko's lost his life. Click, they know he is in and about this A side. He makes a lot of noise picking up the bomb. Shui and Zershan, you've got one player on a rifle. Shui needs to try and coordinate with Zershan, and they can try play this together. But instead, you've got Zershan just taking that jewel, and he didn't need it to survive for a little bit longer, because now Shui's too far away to actually initiate contact. So as Click sees that everything's clear, where's he going with this? Misses the mid jump. He's making a meal out of this. And I'm pretty sure Shui knows exactly where he is. But Click still, though, will have the advantage of at least getting the bomb down. How does he play as 1 versus 1? Because he's on very low HP. Shui, though, will make a lot of noise going into vent, so at least that is the answer for Click. Nade lands straight on him. A 3-pointer for the IGL, and a 6th round on a low buy. Shui, did they just open? Shui's opened the door to go PM. Oh, would you look at that? He's telling the crowd to rejoice. Cyclone's defusing the bomb for him. Coach buff? Cyclone's playing. Shui's now the coach. Hyping up his teammate, taking a tactical pause. It's nice for a change to see a coach defusing a bomb and not getting a player off a defuse. We're in Germany after all. We all remember back in the Meisterschaften, Crystal, I think it was 2016. Crystal was defusing a bomb on alternate, no, it was Penta at the time. Defusing a bomb and his coach celebrates so hard that he gets off the defuse at match point and they lose the series. So it's nice to see a coach actually defuse for once, not getting him off. And Shui is Cyclone, by the way. Cyclone's just got a kill. That is real insult to injury. The fact that, yeah, this is, oh, come on, CS. Come on, Valve. We know you're watching. Patch the door. It always opens up into them. That's actually, that could really cost, yeah, like that is a real big issue. There was no smoke there. I know there is a bug. I think if a smoke is on a door, it does actually act as, I don't know why, but it will open into you. But at the time of that opening, there was no smoke. And Cyclone, he's doing, he did fall eventually, but, you know, he goes down swinging, he gets a kill. It's PR, 1 versus 4. And the bomb is down in middle. Or is that A main? Or is that boost? It's somewhere. Ooh, okay, PR. Snapping onto Brolan. And the issue is retrieving the bomb. Torzi playing an interesting angle. Will he get cleared. He's head down at his boxes. You can see that Xerxon wants PR to go to Torzi. He's baiting in to allow PR to push forward. Oh no. Oh, come on, Xerxon. You're ruining all the fun. The knife was out. He was going to get knifed. And on low HP, PR just unfortunately doesn't get the 1 versus 4. It would have been cool. But Shui's still coaching. Shui's still fist bumps. He's already got it. Bit of creasing over there from Xerxon. Asking his coach for some insightful tips. Rush B for candy. Not sure if you're allowed to be telling kids for candy, Cyclone. Oh, it's working. They actually asked for them to go. Oh, Xerxon got Blick. He was hiding around the corner. And Blick doesn't clear. No. Zelex, we know how crispy he can be. The bomb was left in spawn, lads. Oh, come on. Is Tobiz playing now? Yeah, look over. You can see there. I think Tobiz is playing the clutch. Yeah, Jorko's coaching. We've got the 2 IGLs coaching and the 2 coaches playing for the IGLs. Tobiz, 1 versus 2. He's fully blinded. Oh, good thing he gets the kill. 10 HP. There's a reason why he's a There's a reason why he's a coach. He's like, oh, Brolan gets the spray through the wall. That was an interesting clutch. Boy, he's hacking. He's hacking. There was I think there's a, look at his chair. Zip, I don't know if you can see it. His chair, like, why is he sitting like that? He's hurt me. Oh, this is, okay, this is getting entertaining now. Yeah, it's Sweden versus Denmark on the clutch there. As we know with Brolan, his time in NIP did not count. Much like everyone who's gone through NIP. Oh, Cyclone. An interesting clear of B main. I'm starting to think MOUZ might not be legit. That's 2 wall bangs now through a smoke. Unfortunately, Tobiz is out of the server right now. So is Cyclone, so no more entertainment for this. PR's got the bomb on boot. Hello, Brolan. Plays with his food a little bit. Okay, now we're starting to get... Now we're putting the show in Showmatch. Good old Yimmy. Plodding along over towards the B bomb site. Click is going to hear all of this. I love how they hear him going B and they're like, right, we're going B. Oh, he's got the bomb. Oh dear. The bomb is dropped in Yinfat's hands. He hasn't stopped moving. The XM, the alligator gun goes snap, snap. And Zelex is last alive. He does hear all this from Yinfat, but the issue is he can't drop off without making noise. And now as Yinfat's cut noise, Zelex starting to question himself, and Yinfat with the 1 versus 3 finds the bomb, isolates the kill, and with the XM clutches up. Shui on the mic. It's not a tactical pause. Shui's speaking. That's a ban right there, isn't it? We're in competitive Counter-Strike. The coach can't be talking without in freeze time without a tactical pause. Someone get E-sick. Oh wait, they won't do anything. Brolan Orping. He's seen the scout. He's seen the scope and just thought it's a Krieg and is like, okay, I know how to use that weapon. Pardon? What? He hits the falling no scope and then Kobe's click gets a little bit overeager with the no scope. That is ridiculous. Bomber. Even though Brolan has got an opening 2 kills with the AWP, it's actually looking like a pretty good round for the NXT side. Final round of the half. Shui on one bomb site, Torzi on another. Need to be scared of that XM because it's already done big damage in the server. In the hands of Yimfat, will it be the same with Torzi? Bombs heading towards A. PR. Oh no! History repeating itself. Torzi's dropped the bomb and Shui is also alive to support. He spots out a middle, long-range duel, and he's actually won out on the damage. This is an ambitious duel with the XM. Spots out Zelex. Zeus is here in the smoke. Ooh, this is exciting. Nade he was on 40 HP. Zelex gets blown up. And now Blick with 25 seconds left. There's nothing to do. It was another advantageous position for NXT that they've thrown away. Oh, they're starting to crumble. I think the coaches are finally letting their players back on their PCs. Oh, nope, Cyclone's still there. Tobiz has gone, okay, maybe we should start getting some rounds. I feel like I'm watching UK Counter-Strike again with all the advantages being thrown. I must say, Zib, wonderful observing. I think on train it was rather hectic, and I could see you sit there just be like, what the fuck is going on? And you were just like clicking everything. But now at least it's a little bit more... Well, I say that now, but remember what happened last map. As the half changed, it just pandemonium. The good old classical, guys, I'll run out A, plant the bomb B, and it works. Yimfat gets 1 kill. Still the advantage, though, for the NXT side. All have armor. There's no kit in play. So as the bomb goes down, time is somewhat of the essence. Zelex, sit down! 3 kills for him on the dollar. It's red on the trigger. And I'm not going to lie, I can see why this guy is the space maker of the team. He is playing some fantastic CS. His individual ability is really impressing me right now. What's going on? Why is Shui walking between rooms? But no, guys, Zelex, I mean, I'm not saying the others aren't one to watch, but seriously, with Zelex's individualism right now, he's really impressing me. I think I took a look at their facets earlier because I was a little bit surprised. I was even talking to Tobiz. I was like, these guys don't even have that crazy elo. Like, you know, if you look at Spirit Academy, Na'Vi Youth, like everyone is within the top 300. You have, oh yeah, I'm talking. Oh wait, yeah, what is this? Oh, I mean, Brolin's a nerd, but he can't shoot back against PR apparently. But yeah, you look at Na'Vi Academy and Spirit Academy, and like everyone's within the top 300, give or take. Obviously, it's very volatile, and it isn't much to go off on. Like, elo doesn't mean that much, but when you are within the top 100, you're pretty good at the game. You got Kaiosuke, or I think his name's Seaman Baka. He's consistently top 3, same with Makaze. And then I looked over at this new MOUZ NXT side. I was kind of expecting somewhat of the similar, like, okay, team-wise, not much experience to go off on. Even regionally, they've played in and around main, or I think Zelex actually came from Open. But yeah, no one, like, everyone's obviously good elo, 3K or more, but no one was like outstanding, you know, outrageous, top 100. But I did check today, and Zelex, within the last few days, has gone up to top 500, which, again, people don't really say elo means that much, but if you are within the top 500, you are a seriously individually talented player. I'm starting to see that for Zelex, but again, elo doesn't mean everything, but I think it is, you know, it can be a good benchmark. But then going from Pugs to Team CS is a very different topic. It can be very difficult to actually do that transition. But as we get back into the game, 3 versus 3, I don't know how the B bomb site was just open, but we've got no kits. Zelex, in this same position last time, just got all 3 kills. Are we expecting to do it again? A little bit, but unfortunately, he gets shut down very quickly. And as I was mentioning on train, if you're the CT side, you win pistol, lose second round, economy is in the dust. You see everyone, 1,400 loss bonus. If you don't get any kills, you're on 1,500. PR got 2, so he's on 2K. But apart from that, money is awful, and that means you're getting pistol armor. That's it. And it's a pretty difficult place to be in, especially when you're 3-11 down. It's unideal. But MOUZ said, boys, it's bedtime. We got to finish this up quickly. Cyclone's still playing, but he's changed. Is he still in the middle? Yeah, still in the middle. PR's Revolver, he's watched too many JL demos. I actually hate the fact that JL got those kills. I think it was at like a Blast event where he got like a 3K with or a 4K with a Revolver. And I actually hate the fact now because I see people trying to legitimize the Revolver. Obviously, this is fun and it's tongue-in-cheek, but there are people out there who watch that clip and were like, okay, yeah, the Revolver's good. It's like, no, it's not. Okay, Deagles, we've got 2 opening kills. This is a pretty impressive beginning for the NXT side. Issue is, very similar to the last round, the A bomb site has been left vacant, but the bomb, look where the bomb is. The bomb is in A main. Yeah, so the bomb's just been collected by the CT side, and Jesus, Alex! Man, what is going on? Even though they're down by 7 rounds, or 7 rounds now, previously 8, this guy, he is insanely talented individually. And he's really taken this opportunity to provide that. And what's also really impressive is, like, look, these guys aren't in their bedroom. They're not in their comfort zone. They're 15 and 16 years old at their first ever boot camp. For some of them, there's a real chance their first time away from home. And they're playing in front of a crowd of, let's say, 120 people, 200. Man, I'm 21, sure, still quite young. But I'd be pretty scared if that was, like, I'd be pretty nervous. You guys are 15, and they're, like, especially Zelex, he's like a duck to water in this environment. And that's really promising for the future, especially when you get to a higher level, you know, that's expected of you. And there's going to be no... There's going to be no period of like, transition. Zip, again, just being like, fucking go to the person I want to go to. There's going to be no transitional period because they're just so used to it. And as I've been waffling about this round, they've thrown away another advantage. Jorko, which is actually Jorko this time. No Tobiz. The IGL, known for his AWPing abilities. Can he do it with the rifle? He's already found one. A very lumbered spray onto the second. He's got 1 bullet left. Oh, misses the 1-tap. Does land it, but it's not fatal. This is one of the duels of all time. And Jorko's going to elect to retreat. And it's bad when the main team still think it's Tobiz. And that was an interesting one. The MOUZ official sitting there being like, we've signed this guy to the academy team? No, that's joking. Okay, that was a 1 versus 1 of all times. Shui's trash talking the academy team. This really is a baptism of fire. You're playing the main team while being trash talked by the main team's IGL. That's got to feel pretty rough. But we're knifing on B. Knifing on B. The Colosseum. Shui... Sorry, there was 4 CTs there and only 2 players on the T side. And somehow we even it out to a 2 versus 2. This could be the final round of our show match. Currently, the knife advantage is in favor of the academy team. Zersham, he can clutch on the rifles. Can he clutch on the knives? So he's been given a helping hand. Guys, you hadn't won the knife just yet. Click is on 21 HP because of the trolling. Oh no, Zershan! He's 1v3'd on the final round with the knives. What a show match. MOUZ, they make it victorious. They come out victorious 3-0. We've played Cobble, we've played Train, we've played Cash. And unfortunately, all the gas had run out for the NXT team by the end. I want to say a big thank you to the legend that is Zipex for observing our game. I didn't think this would be I didn't think it's how my day would go, that I'd have Zipex observing for me, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you very much, man, and good luck in Shanghai, and have a lovely rest of your day. And guys, Hamburg, thank you so much. Did you guys enjoy today? It's been an absolute pleasure taking you through that show match, and I hope not only the show match did you enjoy, but also the ability to look around this fantastic setup we have over in Hamburg. It is simply amazing, and I know for a fact this is not going to be a one-off for MOUZ. I know for a fact they've got more things planned in the future. So if you have traveled a long way, thank you very much, and we hope to see you again. But if you are from Hamburg, seriously, make sure you keep in check with what's going on, because there's going to be more stuff going on. And if you've enjoyed it today, well, the fun's only just got started. We've got an academy team that's going to be rising through the ranks. We've got a main team that's looking to win a major championship. They came top 8 last time, and with the improvements, we're hoping for a victory here. And I think that's us done. It's been more than a pleasure taking you through today. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Thank you so much for listening. And as we end, I want everyone to give a big clap to not only the NXT boys, not only the main team, but also MOUZ and all the staff behind here, because let me tell you, they have been running around all day working their asses off. So I want everyone to give a big clap to not only the players, but also the organization behind today. And on that lovely note, my name's been Freddie or Grimmy Runner, and I'll see you next time.